Yo, how do I do this again? I don't even know. Hello. Oh, it's good to be back. Yo, yo, yo. I legitimately actually missed you guys when I was if you guys were in the Discord when I was messaging. I was at Gatorland and I was like saying hi to everyone and Happy New Year's. I honestly was like, oh dude, it feels nice. And the fact that you guys are actively chatting to each other in that chat, and like even people who don't chat that much, I don't know, having an active Discord like that, even when I'm admittedly not that active in my own Discord, it's just like nice to see. It's not just a dead Discord with me posting my links when I go live, you know. But I am here pretty much all by myself for the next almost week, because my entire family has ditched me. Also, Rosie Girl 763 exposed check video. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you like that on my damn overlay? Why weren't you like that before? Dude, this is frustrating. Good damn. But yes, we are back. I'm back at work tomorrow. Yay. No, I'm kidding. But hello everyone. Hello Solo, Alpha, Self-Esteem, Restless, Jaden, Cryptic. Jax Plays. I started Twitch. Nice, dude. That is one thing. Oh goddamn. Sorry. If there's one thing that there's actually two things that I want as like New Year's resolutions, even though I don't quite like New Year's resolutions because they just get me sad. Because when I ultimately probably don't do them by the end of this year, it just gets me sad. One is get the Twitch. Like I need to start something regular over there on the Twitch, just streaming over there. Second of all is here on the YouTube. I wanted, like, I did it a little bit last year with a few of the collabs with it was Fearsome, Christian, and Third Gen. We played some Mario Party games. I want to do that again. I think they're always down. But just collaborations in general. I want to see if Liam is still down to do that playthrough, that basically a Soul Link together episodically. I want to see if we can get that going. Just more things that isn't just shiny. As much as I love my evening shiny hunting streams, I feel like I need to expand a little bit. And I think you guys honestly have noticed that as well. And I think you guys have been nice enough to not tell me to my face, but honestly, you do need to tell me because it kickstarts me a little bit more. Yo, what's up, Onyx? So I actually did not play this much when I was away. I actually mainly played it in the car when we were driving there. In the car, though, I was happening to get two shinies, two of which we've tried before to get, or at least I have. Shiny Swablu came pretty early, and then we finally got a shiny Reverum. I got a Revenge on that, so those are the two I've gotten since leaving. Other than that, not much has happened here on the old game. Minus to get some bitches. I mean, that's always in the background, isn't it? But yes. We're just gonna do the starter eggs, and then I don't know if there's an outbreak that I would like to do. Weasel, maybe? A cheeky Bui. Oh, that's in the water, though, and it's hard to hatch eggs. Not really. Rufflet. Dracloak. Magneton. Nothing crazy, I'll be honest. I also do not get a... That's not shiny, is it? Okay, it's not. I do not prepare eggs before. I was honestly just chilling. Being able to like just chill here and like get caught up on stuff like on my own at the house is quite nice. So I've been just kind of vibing by myself a little bit. So I'm unprepared as per usual. But we shall get going again. It feels weird to do this again, but we're about to do it again. I'm also watching. I don't know if you guys know what the World Juniors is. It's like hockey, but like the countries, like it. I don't know. It's like Canada and stuff, but instead of it's really hard to explain. It's like the younger generation of hockey players coming into the like pros. Like I think that it's like 21 years and younger. All like playing for their country, and it's like a big championship thing that happens every year around Boxing Day, New Year's. And it's a quarterfinal right now. Okay, I cannot play this. It's Canada against Slovakia, but it's honestly, it's only tied right now, 3-3, which is pretty scary. Oh, fuck. Oh, good. Alright, there we go. Does a shiny only run when? When you do the auto battle thing like that, if you send a Pokemon to auto battle it and it's a shiny, your Pokemon will not knock it out. It'll just kind of awkwardly go up to it and walk away. So it's an indication to let you know something is shiny, but also so the game is nice enough to let you know it's like, yeah, we won't auto kill this shiny for you because we're not that much of an asshole. You're at 400 plus eggs for Score Bunny. We're at 552 for the starter, but that's total. We only had shiny Charmander Suda odds for this hunt at 290. So we're 262 eggs in at max odds, if that makes sense. Shiny Mimikyu, Dratini, and Hawlucha. Night. Those are some good ones. I want a shiny Dratini in this game, but honestly, it's gonna be weird. Tell Liam that Musashi's gonna be in the new Fate video game, Fate Samurai Remnant. Is that like an actual like AAA like PS5 game? Shiny only run for Scarvio, probably the most fun I've ever had in Pokemon. To be fair, this is probably by far the easiest game to do that in. But like, how do you... I mean, I'd probably have to buy Pokemon Scarlet to do that, because like, how do you do that but like not still keep this save file? Like, I don't understand how people just be like, oh yeah, I started this. It's like, we only have one cartridge, unless people have 2 cartridges. You're on Slitherwing? Yeah, I want to get on the Paradox Mon soon. I think I want to start with Iron Valiant, because I think that'll be one of the easier ones, since it's pretty isolated to that one area. Oh, a different Switch account. Oh, if I just make a second user or whatever. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, that's pretty simple then. Okay, gotcha. 3 shinies today. Venomoth, Midnight Lycanroc, and Garganical. Nice. I do want a shiny Nacli pretty badly. To account, not cartridge. That is smart of them. Still wish they had a cloud save option, but I guess not. Fuck that. Fuck that, says Pokemon Company. I have school tomorrow. Unfortunate. I have work tomorrow for the first time in like 8 days. I keep forgetting my last day of work was the 23rd. Like, further before my vacation. So I've not worked in like 9 days. And what's honestly kind of nice what they gave me. I know, crazy. I work tomorrow and Wednesday. Yes, okay. Dude, my days of the week are messed up. Tomorrow and Wednesday, so that's 2 days, whatever. But then I get the next 2 days off again. So it's like 2 and 2. And then I do work the weekend, unfortunately, Saturday, Sunday. But then I think I get Monday, Tuesday. Like, it's 2 on, 2 off. Which is kind of nice, if I'm being honest. Wait, you started an experiment? Self-esteem? Oh, I started a new series where I basically play the same save file Pokemon Sword for 6 months to see what happens. That's interesting. First episode is uploaded today. Nice. I always forget how many people in this chat, or in the past in the chat, are like do their own content as well. Like Zoro is one. A bunch of people who used to come in here, like Gator Pride was one. Who I didn't think did content before he came into my chat. I know there's obviously people like I knew of, and then yeah, you know what I'm saying, like Self-Esteem, you're now doing content stuff. Who else? Oh, there's other people, like not Greninja. There's other people that did like art stuff, not Alpha, but like other people that did like art videos. It wasn't, oh, I forget, it's an old viewer now, I think. Shit. Oh well. While you were gone, I got Shiny Psyduck, Iron Moth, 2 Venomoth, Iron Valiant, Bronzor, Dreepy, Dracloak, and Dragapult. Wait, so did you get 3 Dreepy and evolve them? Or did you... Because you can't get Shiny... Like, you can't catch Dragapult. Nice, Alpha. I'm gonna assume you were doing Iron Moth, got 2 Venomoth in, you know, as phases. You got Iron Valiant. Psyduck was a random encounter one. Bronzor maybe as well. I did not grind any Herba. As you guys heard maybe in the Discord, my Wi-Fi was either pretty good or really bad, and the majority of it was pretty bad. The main place I was at had really bad Wi-Fi. Like, when I was at Gatorland talking to you guys on the Discord, their Wi-Fi was easily 5 times better than the Wi-Fi I had in my room. Easily. There's really not much to tell you. Like, nothing that crazy happened. I fed a gator, both like on a hook, and they like jumped up to it. And then we also did this thing where you like went behind the fence, and there's just a bunch of them there, and they handed you gloves to pick up literal raw chicken drumsticks, and you just chuck it at the gators. That was kind of cool. My journey home was, holy fuck, that's a story in itself. I think we should get into that. I'll think of any stories while I was gone, but last night, the journey home by myself. Good lord. Oh, 1 Dreepy, 2 Dracloak, gotcha. Long time ago. Yeah, even then, like, people who did our old mod, SS Drew. If you know him. He comes in here every once in a while. I don't think he did content before he became a mod here. Then he did content, he did streaming. Or he might still do streaming, I'm not actually sure. How's the hot weather? So funny story, apparently the day we got there, which was like the 27th, or was it 28th? It was like 20 some odd degrees Celsius, which was apparently to them, because we were talking to other people that had been at like the resort we were at for like the week before. were saying like this was like the very first like nice day, because with the storm it was like Canada weather down there in Orlando. So the first few days were like hot, like 25 degrees, sunny. Then it was just, for the most of it though, it was like 20 degrees, like, so it was still pretty warm, but it was just kind of cloudy and overcast, which for me is fine. No sunburn or anything like that. So it wasn't like, it was very warm, like compared to here obviously, but it wasn't like deathly sunny out the entire time. Oh, Universal was something. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Universal was something else. You would watch the Fates, which looks pretty cool. I have not updated my anime list actually, so I have pretty much completely watched Spy Family. I've been watching it in English, and the last episode in English is not out yet, so I've got one episode left of Spy Family 2 to watch. I'm slowly making my way through Chainsaw Man, also in English, just so you know. I forget what episode I'm on. I had a bunch of them downloaded. I did not finish through all my downloaded episodes before I obviously got home. But I'm on like episode like 6, I think, of Chainsaw Man. But I've not updated my MAL in a while actually. Yo, what's up 74K? Yo, what's up Gum May as well? How's everyone doing? I'm out fishing and hunting whenever I get the chance. I go fishing? Dude, I want to do fishing a bit more, to be honest. It's like, not bad. Give us a role in Discord, like YouTube mods? Not all my mods here on YouTube are like, or admins on Discord, or whatever you call them. Most of them are. I think Solo and Alpha are admins. Same with some old mods. But that's about it. We have a few roles. We have like just community. We have, I think we have admin role, or whatever it's called, moderator role. But it's admin, and not like YouTube mod. And then I think I myself have my own role. And then I've got content creator role, which is just community role, but with a special name to it. Happy New Year to you as well, Game. Yeah, and that's the other thing. People keep saying like, "Oh, I want to do content." Like, you see, like people always asking me like, how do you capture stuff? Like, what do you use? Recently, I'm just like, so, because like you were just saying, Solo, you need a mic and capture card. Like, I mean, yes, can be pretty expensive if you want like a decent mic and a decent capture card for sure. Once you get that, like, I've only had to upgrade my mic once, and I think it was a decent enough upgrade, whereas I don't think I'll need a new one for a while. And the capture card, as much as I do need an upgrade, I have not had an upgrade ever. And I'm still going, so it'll last you virtually forever. Oh, you're not an admin? Is Solo, I mean, sorry, is Alpha my only admin on Discord? I forgot I was a Discord admin. I kind of needed one because my only admins I had, I think, were Saoirse, who obviously is pretty MIA, and Drew, because Drew actually made a lot of the channels we had on the Discord because I didn't know how to at the time. But yeah, I think you are Alpha. I forgot you're not Solo. Oh well. La 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 la. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Please excuse my loudness. Oh my god, it's about to go into overtime. If I did, I'd play League of Legends. Well, aren't you like a Diamond 1 champion Alpha in League of Legends? I heard that. That's what you told me the other day. No, honestly, I don't know how people do that. And like, I was watching most of Worlds as well. Like, the commentators, like, bless their heart, they do the best they can to make every little play in League of Legends sound like the fucking end of the world. But I could not watch much League of Legends esports or any streams. Playing it is different because like you're doing it and like I don't know, big enough screen. Whereas like when they condense that screen into like, you know, an overlay kind of screen, and like the movement of League is fairly like slow when it's not like parts of like when there's no fighting, it's just slow people walking, killing minions over and over again. I think Scarlet went from like, and like the whole Fuecoco line went from probably being the worst when like the game had just like not even come out yet, or like when people were still looking at the starters, and then like the game comes out and the leaks of the evolution started coming out, and people still didn't really like it because you only had a couple pictures of them, and you're like, okay, I mean that's kind of lame, whatever. And then the actual play with them in the game, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't understand, like, it's Spanish, right? I don't know, this is supposed to be like one of those like Day of the Dead things with the mask, and like it's a singing crocodile. I don't know how those two things go together personally, but I think it was pretty cool. And a fire ghost type starter again would be dope, because that would have been the first time that he had done that if they had not just done that in Legends Arceus. But still, for a mainline, more of a mainline Pokemon game, having a fire ghost type starter is kind of cool. I've spent nearly 5 hours training up this Gabite for the 8th gym. Has it not evolved yet? The frick. Scarlet's cry is pretty nice though. Honestly, I mean, people shit on the three of them. Like, there are people out there who are just highly negative around Pokemon, even though they call themselves like Pokemon people. They just shit on everything Game Freak ever does, which, to be fair, recently, like, I don't blame them, but like, come on, be a little bit more optimistic. That's what it's called. Like, I don't know if you guys know the streamer Ray Narvaez Jr. He plays Pokemon a lot. He does shiny hunting streams, even though he's like a variety streamer. But he does he's involved with Pokemon quite a bit. And I swear to God, I've never heard him say a positive thing about Pokemon, ever. And he was even worse, who is literally a Pokemon channel. I've never liked this guy, and oh my God. Patters. Like, first of all, you'll see him on like random like UK. If you go to like a random UK YouTubers, he's probably in the comments section. Like, I've known like a few like smaller-ish UK YouTubers, and like he'll be in a bunch of Sidemen video like comments. He'll just be there. He is like English, like he's from the UK. I think he's from like Irish or Ireland or something. I'm not actually sure. But holy fuck, he is the most negative Nancy person. His chat is not much better. I think his chat is actually influences him pretty badly. But like, he made a video, I don't know if it was the shinies or just like the Gen 9 Pokemon. It might have been the shinies. I don't think he liked a single one of them. I seriously don't think. I can't remember one that he said he like liked. He said a few of them were like okay, and I think that's the best he gave to any of the shinies. And I think this generation has some pretty nice shinies. Obviously you have a few dog shit ones, but good lord. For someone who's a Pokemon channel, like, you would not think that. You would think this guy just wants the negativity for the sake of the negativity. Yes, the ginger glasses guy, yeah. I've never really ever been a fan of him. His voice, like I said, the constant negativity, it's just so annoying. It almost makes you question, like, What about Pokemon got him into Pokemon? If he just doesn't like anything. Yeah, let's play some YouTube music. His voice is very irritating. And that weird smile of his, where like his camera angle, where his like his reaction is like down here and his camera's like here, and he's like looking down. I don't know. It doesn't do him any solid. But yeah, if you ever go watch his opinions on like shiny Pokemon or whatever, it's a bit yikes.net, .com, and .org. Where can I just find some music, please? Please, dude, please. How do I always find myself back to Mario Galaxy music? But by God, we're here. Yo, Anxious Christian coming in with the raid. Dude, I actually was, what's the word? I was kind of lurking in right at the beginning of your stream, actually. Because I saw you were doing a short stream. How was it? What'd you guys get up to? I saw you got, what, competitive battling and maybe some tarot raids, you said? Hopefully you fixed your sleep schedule, but how was it? How was your night? Jang Ma'o, welcome in. Christian, of course. Beater, welcome in. Mudkip, how's it going? Rolo, good to see you again. Dude, Rolo, I think I remember you from like Gage's chat. I remember you from a while ago. But how's everyone doing? Welcome in on this lovely night. Happy New Year's. I've been gone for about 7 or 8 days on vacation. Just got back last night. Well, last night, but technically it was this morning. And I have not said that. I've not told that story yet. Excalibur is cool. Yeah, honestly, Excalibur is growing on me, but it's by far like in that in terms of pseudo legendaries, it's in that like perfectly good mid level. Like there's worse than it, but there's better than it, in my opinion. We should have !anxious should be a command also for him. But yes, thank you Alpha for getting his link. Guys, go subscribe to Christian. If you really don't know who he is, then I don't know where you have been in the last forever. Go and subscribe, please. He deserves it. Yes, it's not Sunshine music. I would prefer Sunshine music over Galaxy music. I know. Call me weird. Galaxy does have some bangers, but Sunshine is nostalgic for me. I am hunting the starters all at once. We've not gotten a single one of them yet. I'm just collecting some eggs. Good luck with the hunts. Thank you so much, Christian. Hopefully you have a good sleep. Hopefully your sleep schedule is nice and fixed, potentially. But yes, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Oh, just did ranked and broke even on wins and losses? Not bad, not bad. Breaking news, Alpha does his job. Galaxy got the childhood memories as leverage for me. Oh yeah, that's me with Sunshine. I played the crap out of that on GameCube. Galaxy I quite enjoyed. And Galaxy 2 I never actually played until when I did the full 100% playthrough of it last year on emulator. That was the first time I had ever played the game. And I can understand why people like it, but holy, that game is padded to the extreme. How much longer do I have on this Sando? 9 minutes. Alright. We'll wait out the 9 minutes. We'll go until 9:30. Whatever eggs we get at the end is those are the eggs we do for the night. And I think if we go through all our eggs and it's not been that long, also I'm fine doing a little bit longer tonight. It is my first night back in a while. I'll probably end up doing that Weasel outbreak, see if we can get something. He's hatching them all pretty much, Jaden. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. That's why I always try to prep, like, do this like half hour of egg collecting before stream, so at least I have like a good 40-50 eggs before. Oh well. What should I fuse with my second Gardevoir? I'm gonna get Roserade or Delphox. Wait, oh, is this like drawing? Go for Roserade, that's kind of cool. Not Lopunny Alpha, calm down there, calm down. Cinderace raids? No, actually I did not end up doing any Cinderace raids, Jaden. La la la, la la. I guess I'll so my story about how I got home. So if you guys didn't know, my family is there for another week. They're there until Saturday, but they're driving home. And they won't get home till I think Sunday, or is it Friday, Saturday? Either way, they get home this weekend. But I flew home. I bought my own plane ticket. Cost me $300 to fly home from Orlando to Toronto. Not Orlando, the main airport. Some janky ass out of in the middle of nowhere airport that was also in Orlando. Their smaller airport, basically. Using an airline that I had never heard before. And it was at 9:20 at night. Was when my flight was, and because it's an international flight, if you guys didn't know, it's always recommend you get to the airport about 3 hours before your flight is scheduled for international flights. So I got there at about 6:20, 6:30 kinda. Got my stuff. I forgot my jacket in the car, so I don't have a jacket for this week in Canada, so that's not good, where it's currently 0 degrees Celsius. So that'll be something. Don't have a jacket. I'll probably end up borrowing my dad's or something. Get to the airport, get my stuff. Bring a water bottle. I dump it out in the washroom because you can't bring liquids on. Wait in line for a good solid 30 minutes. I connect to the Wi-Fi, which again is pretty actually good and way better than the room I was in for the most part. So I could Snapchat with my friends, I could text people. I didn't want to go on like roaming stuff there because it would cost me $15 a day, but with iPhones, because my whole family has iPhones, you can use iMessage, which uses internet, and so everyone's kind of connected on the internet. I can text through iMessage. So that's what I was doing. Wait in line for a good solid 30 to 40 minutes. I go in. I don't have a check bag. I just have my shoestring backpack that I had like at my feet. So I didn't have to check anything. Didn't have to pay for any extra bags. They're like, I said, here you go, blah, blah, blah. No check-in. All right. They handed me my boarding pass. It was like 10 seconds. One thing I did forget to do though was request like a certain seat, like a aisle or window. So I of course got a middle seat. But that comes into play later. So get my thing, walk towards the other side of the airport, up an escalator, and here we are, American security at an airport. If you guys didn't know, airport in America specifically is more than most other countries because of past historical events. So you have to take your shoes off. If you're wearing a belt, you have to take your belt off and like get it through scanned and all that. I'm currently kind of like anxious as shit because it's the first time I'm doing it, and like they take their job seriously. So put my shoes in a thing. Like all my pocket, I have my key, my wallet, my phone. I'll put that in a thing. They say take any electronics bigger than a cell phone, put them in its own bin. So like laptops, but I'm like, oh, I've got my Switch in my bag. That's bigger than a cell phone. So I take my Switch out, put it in its own separate thing. But the guy, when I get up to the guy, he's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. And he just dumps basically all my stuff in one bin, which is fine. It's nice. More convenient. So I have one bin of all my stuff. You walk into this big, like, metal... It's not like just a walk-through metal detector. It was like a big one of those machines where you make you go like this. And then it goes like... It, like, scans all around you. And I guess it detected a small amount of metal on me, and it was like I was wearing like different sweatpants than these, but it was like the zippers on the pockets. So he's like, oh, okay, go. I'm like, oh god. So I got my stuff, put my shoes on, then I make it to the gate. I'm like, alright, good, no more fucking security. I'm at my gate, where I'll be there for a good solid hour and a half to 2 hours. I kind of just hang out there for a while. I put on my headphones. The internet's good enough where I'm just watching videos, honestly. I had some US cash left over, so I actually bought this. This is $7 though, a big bag of tropical trail mix. And I still have about a quarter of the bag left. Just to have on me in case. So yeah, I'm just chilling there for a while. I noticed that 920 is coming up. I'm like, oh yes, Canada just won in overtime. Let's go. So what am I saying? I'm looking at all like the arrivals and the departures. There's 2 flights going to Toronto on different airlines, and one of them was supposed to leave at 8. And obviously mine was at 9:20. The one that was supposed to leave at 8 actually got delayed all the way to 9:30. So there was basically 2 different flights going to Toronto, leaving within about 10 minutes of each other. That was not good. And then because of the flight, the 2 planes coming in from Toronto that are now flying back to Toronto were both delayed. So long story short, I did not actually end up taking off until about 10 o'clock. 40 minutes late. Flight was fine. It was about 2.5 hours, just over 2.5 hours. Watched Spy Family, watched some Chainsaw Man. I fell asleep towards the end of it there. At the end of the flight. Actually, the guy next to me, I was on a middle seat. There was a guy next to me in the aisle seat, and there was not anyone yet in the window seat. I'm like, oh my god, please. And the guy next to me is like, if nobody takes that window seat, do you mind if you can take it, or if I can take it? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, go for it. We take off. It gets to cruising altitude, so the seatbelt sign comes off, and I go to the guy. I'm like, do you want it? Because I'll take it. He's like, oh yeah, go for it. I'm like, all right, sweet. I move over to the window seat, which is nice. Yo, what's up, Goose Man? What's up? What's up? So yeah, window seat. I get off, and then one thing I'd completely forgotten about was customs. Basically, security, but on the other side in Canada, since you're crossing a border. They have like things at the end where you can talk to a person, but basically they have like 100 of these machines that you can do it automatically that I had never done before. So it took me a little while to like understand, but I, put in my thing, scan my passport. You do your whole declaration, like, are you bringing a certain amount of alcohol into the country? Are you doing this into the country? I'm like, no, not at all. One of the questions was, in the last 21 days, have you been to Uganda? No, actually, I have not. They print off a little receipt. They take a picture of you, and because I'm so tall, it's the camera on like the machine. It all goes like up. Like the whole, basically the whole machine, goes up to, be at eye level with you, so I can take a picture of you. And mine was going up for a long time. This Meow Scarlet is losing its mind, dude. Print off a little receipt saying, basically saying that, yeah, you declare nothing, and it takes a picture of you. Yeah, and then you just hand that receipt. You show that receipt to a couple people. You hand it to another person who takes it from you, and you're basically good to go. I didn't have any luggage claims, so I just had my little bag. Thank God. Okay, so we have almost 2 boxes of eggs. That's actually not bad. And then I am able to get an Uber. It cost me about $40 because it's airport and all that lovely stuff. It cost me $40 to Uber from Pearson Airport to Union. And this is kind of where it starts to go downhill. What am I doing? There you are. So $40, it's like a 20-25 minute Uber ride to Union Station, because the plan was there was a couple trains that left at 1:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the morning, and those were the last 2 trains. I'm like, okay, I'll get to Union, I'll get my train to like basically the last station near me, and then I'll just Uber from the station home. What actually happened was I Ubered to Union Station. Didn't realize I got my schedules wrong. Like because I was looking up on like Go Transit, right? Like the train schedule. But because technically today is the 2nd of January, and I was looking at stuff for the 1st of January for like New Year's Day. Turns out completely different schedules somehow. And I walk up to Union Station, and then all the doors are locked. The custodians are like cleaning the fucking windows and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, dude. So, basically, Mr. Connor was stranded in downtown Toronto at 2 a.m. with not a whole lot of money, because I just spent it all on phone bill, rent, Christmas, making sure I had US money. So I had not a whole lot of money. And everyone in Orlando, all my family's asleep. I tried calling each of them like 5 times. So literally my next idea was, okay, I will just sit here at Union Station outside with the homeless people for 4 hours until Union Station opens for the next, like, the first train where I can take it home. Where I can take the first train home at like 5:30 in the morning or 6 something in the morning. All good. Thank God it did not work today. All that lovely stuff. So I was kind of shitting myself. We are at 10 viewers. Oh, appreciate it. Where's my counter? So I'm walking around. I'm kind of just calling people, freaking the hell out. And I see there's like this like weird like stage thing set up at Union Station, and I think it's for like a New Year's thing. And there was one security guy kind of walking around the perimeter the whole time. I guess he had the graveyard shift. And so because I mapped it out where if the only thing I could really do was Uber or Lyft, which is like Uber's competitor, sorry. Lyft all the way home, which is about an hour drive, by the way, from Union Station all the way to my house. And with Lyft, which is what I ended up using, spoiler, but we'll get to that. There's this thing where if you like purposely wait like a good 15 minutes, the ride will be much cheaper than if you do like I want to ride right now kind of thing. It was like $50, $55, which is like only a little bit more than what I spent just to get to Union from the airport, which is kind of funny. But what ended up happening, I actually asked the security guard. I had an idea because I had extra Canadian cash on me, just I had gotten from Christmas and stuff, but no banks were open. Obviously, there's banks near me, but I couldn't deposit my money into my account, so I could use the money on my account with Lyft or Uber. So it was kind of probably a weird request, but I go up to the security guy. He turned out to be a really nice guy, by the way. Do I have one more? Okay. I'm like, it's a really weird request. I swear I'm not like homeless or crazy, and I would never normally ask this of someone, but I'm like, if I hand you $40 cash, could you potentially e-transfer me 40 into my account so I can potentially get home? And I told him my whole story about where I was coming from and all that. And he didn't write me off as like a homeless person right away, because you can just tell he would probably dismiss me if he thought I was homeless. But he's like, no, it must have been some sort of like protocol where he can't do that with people. So he's just like, he said my phone is fucked up. I'm like, I didn't believe that, but you know, whatever. He tried his best. I knew it was a really weird request. Oh, stream died. Yo, what's up, Braglin? You lost a shiny Fido, Guzman? I'm sorry. Appreciate the 10 likes, though, in less than an hour. We don't usually hit 10 likes. Appreciate it. But yeah, I asked the guy, he's like, no, I'm good. I told him, like, yeah, so I have no real way of getting home, and he's like, the train is here. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I thought trains went later. I'm like, they don't. He's like, well, the first train is like at 5:30. From what I saw on the website, I think it was actually like 6:45, but if it was 5:30, then it was 5:30. He's like, well, you know, the worst you can do, there's a 24-hour A&W just up the street a couple blocks where that you've got Wi-Fi. You can just chill there, grab like a little something you need if you have the money for it. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's better than sitting on the floor of Union Station outside. So I literally start walking towards this place. It wasn't where he told me it was. It was actually like a little bit further and not on the street I was on, but it was fine. I ended up finding it. But what I did before that was, after I was done calling all my family and I was like, alright, well, they're not picking up, it's too late. I actually messaged my friend group chat, who sometimes they're up. It was 2 a.m. Whether or not they're like just awake or I don't know, still playing games, I'm not sure. I asked them, I'm like, is anybody up right now? It's kind of urgent. That's I think that's what I said. And as I'm walking to this 24-hour A&W, I see a thing. Can your computer stream while you play on it? Wait, what? Are you talking to me, Braglin? But yes, as I'm walking, I see a Snapchat Liam is typing. I'm like, oh my god, my fucking savior. He's like, I'm up, what's up? Yeah, can your computer stream while you play on it? What do you mean? Like, can I be on my computer while it's streaming, like, this game? It can, but, you know, depending on your internet, you probably shouldn't download much stuff, because, like, stuff you could do on your computer can affect your computer, because your computer is doing all this streaming power, right? So you don't want to, you don't want to overdo it, because it might affect your stream. Like, downloading a big file might affect your stream, like bitrate and stuff like that. And like, I'm using it right now to play a video, which is actually playing music right now. You have all my tabs up for like Streamlabs and stuff like that. Where'd everyone go? I think stream crashed for a bunch of people. Oh, stream this while playing a game? Probably, but like the sound would be all fucked up because it's capturing this audio, but it would get the audio from whatever game I'm playing. Plus, depending on my like computer, I don't know if it might be able to. It would be tough on the computer. I could probably do it. This is Masuda method with charm. Yes, Cryptic. Oh, I should probably, now that I have it, I should probably put this up. Bam, bam. Like, I could do it, Braglin, but I don't know if I want to push this computer's limitations that far. If I had a much better computer where I was like more confident in it, I would probably comfortably say yes. Play a game on the PC and stream that game with OBS. Well, OBS is on the PC. Like, I'm streaming this using my Elgato into my OBS, but if I wanted to play a game, like if I opened up, I don't know, Genshin on this monitor, you guys would never see it because I'm streaming the capture card and not Genshin. But yes, probably. Anyway, back to my story. I see Liam is typing. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. I see him in the chat. I'm like, okay. This is where I sound a little, like, it's a little yikes, but you kind of just have to bear with me. I said, oh my god, you're savior, dude. Could you, I think Gareth was actually there as well, but Liam had just got to it first. I'm like, could you, like, do me a huge favor? Could you e-transfer me, like, 45 bucks, 45 bucks right now? And because I'm stranded in Toronto, there's no trains going, all that lovely stuff. He's like, yeah. He ended up doing it. He said, yeah, no, don't worry about it. I don't want you to be, like, stuck in downtown Toronto at 2 a.m. with the homeless people. And they were all willing to do it. I just felt so, like, give me money now or I'll be fucked. Like, I felt like that. I'm like, oh, dude, please. And I'm like, I could have done it if there was a bank open, because I had cash on me. So he ended up doing it, and I was able to get a lift, not an Uber, an actual lift home. I ended up going back to Union Station, like, as my pickup point. I talked to the security guy again, who's on his phone, by the way, his supposedly fucked up phone. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I felt bad, it's actually this way. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, I looked it up. It's all good, but I got a friend to like pick up, so I'm good to go. He's like, oh yeah, have a good night and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, I got a lift home. It took an hour. Ended up getting picked up in a Mercedes-Benz like E-Class, by the way, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it all worked out. I didn't get home until about 3:30 this morning. Yes, I can have. You can have multiple scenes. They're called. Like, I have a scene where it streams this left monitor here. Like, I could flip it right now to be like, all right, flip to the other screen, but you would just see Streamlabs and the Mario Galaxy music playing. So yeah, Liam. I mean, all of them. Gareth said he would have done it, but Liam got to it first. Like, I appreciate all of them, especially Liam for just doing that on a dime. I mean, obviously I'm gonna send it back. I'm not just gonna like take that $45 and, you know, head out. I'm obviously gonna pay him back, but like, yeah, that was crazy. I mean, worst comes to worst, I would have just had to stay. I don't think I would have slept, but I would have just chilled at an A&W for like 3 hours and then walk back to Union and then take a train home. But yeah, that was pretty scary. I was on the verge of tears. I'm not gonna lie, because I was so helpless. I don't think I've ever felt like that before. I don't have eggs, do I? No, I don't. So yeah, that was my kind of scary ride home. Happy New Year's to you as well, King Clat. Welcome in. Not too late. It's almost 2 days later, but it's all good. Spirit of Good and Shiny Palmy, nice. That's one I still need and want. You gotta play Pokemon Infinite Fusion and do what I'm gonna do. Cursed Gardevoir team? Oh god, that sounds good. I do want to play some of those like ROM hack fan-made games on like emulators, like, you know, like the Pokemon Glazed, where it's Pokemon, but it's like their food, like donuts, which is kind of a thing now. But like those like harder, not like Kaizo Emerald, I would not fucking play that, but like, you know, like those weird ones. There's like Pokemon Ash Gray, which I actually own a physical copy of. It looks pretty interesting. There's a platinum one, I forget what it's called, like Ultra Platinum, I think it's called. There's a few like that. I don't know how different they are, but they look interesting. What was it like on an airplane? It was fine. I actually, being on the plane was like one of the more like calming moments. And like you always get like, you know, like you see like plane failures and stuff. I wasn't really worried about that at all, I'll be honest. I'd actually seen a bunch of like people like, there's a streamer called Austin Show who's huge into like Flight Simulator and stuff like that. And like he always, like, autopilot is crazy nowadays. I think the pilots themselves touch and are in control of the plane for about a total of maybe 10 minutes total of a whole flight. Autopilot just does the rest. So that part was actually fine. I've never liked the descent on airplanes because my ears go all funky and not fun. But other than that, it was fine. Getting on the plane is stressful because of security, and then you've got customs on the other side, and it's just not fun. Especially, actually, security before the metal detecting for security, there's this thing you have to scan. Like, people are getting all their like driver's license. So if you guys didn't know, I have a G1 driver's license here in Canada, but it's actually expired, And to renew it, I have to spend like $95, and I think I now have to retake the written test, which is fine. I'll do it. But the $90, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't be bothered. So my only valid photo ID on me is obviously my passport. I don't ever carry that around with me, and my health card, which I think most of you know if you're from Canada. But in the US, they don't see that health card as a valid photo ID because they don't have anything like that. So like, what the fuck is this? So basically, without my passport, I don't have any sort of photo ID on me. In the States, at least. It's pink, I named it ROM, I like that. So they're like getting this thing out, and they're like, it's beeping, like the guard is beeping it, and I'm just like, I had both my cards out just in case, like my expired driver's license and my health card, just in case, but I hand them my passport, I hand them my boarding pass, because everyone else was getting their phones out, but I guess people had their boarding passes on like mobile, and I just had the paper version, just because I guess that's how I booked it versus other people. But yeah, they just wanted to look at my passport, see that I'm me, and scan the boarding pass to see that, like, I guess the names match up as well. But yeah. But yeah, kind of rough. It's all good. Want to know what I use for a shiny only run? Yes, please tell me. There's a blue gamer. Your channel shot up to 60 subs. You're gonna make a website. You're gonna make a whole website for your channel, or is this gonna be separate? Oh, that's the other thing. When I was talking about like channel New Year's resolutions, I said I want to branch out a bit more in terms of either playthroughs or collabs or both. There is my Twitch, which I want to like kind of basically revive at this point. I also want to see, this is going to be a bit of a longer shot one, if we can get merch up and going. That would be cool. What's up, Killer Axe Gaming? Welcome in for the first time, I believe. I will trade you a shiny Scorbunny for another shiny. Here's the thing. I like hunting my own shinies. And in terms of like stopping my shiny hunting right now so I could trade someone, I just don't like doing because it can take some time. I did not count one. And like Scorbunny is probably one I would eventually, I don't know how I still haven't done it, but either in Sword and Shield or this game, it was a shiny I was meant to hunt anyway. I don't even know what I would trade you. I don't really have any dupes other than Rufflet, but I can evolve a Rufflet. But if anybody else wants to trade in chat, trade Killer Axe Gaming, go for it. Pokemon Insurgents. I have seen playthroughs of that game. I don't think I've touched it myself. Or have I? I don't think so. But I have seen people play through that. It does look good. The Delta variants, yeah. The Delta variants and like all the new megas for Pokemon that don't normally have megas. Yeah, I've seen that. There's two other ones. There's like Ultra Platinum, which is just a version of Platinum, I think. And then there's another one which is basically just another version. I remember seeing it. Oh well. Nothing to hunt, unfortunately. Learned how to get the Garchomp bite in Noras. I have to get the Platinum level in Secret Bases. How the heck do I do this? Dude, good question. I have no idea. I really like coding websites. It's actually something I do as a hobby, so it'd be nice to make one for the channel. That is true. That would be super cool. I was gonna say, you could do like Wix or Squarespace, one of those like easy website making websites. Ugh. But yeah, merch would be cool. I don't think it's actually that tough to get up and going for the most part. I just think I think the early going like merch websites that people use and what probably I'll end up using. I think what you do is just, it's very limited quantity. Like, you have a bunch of different products with your like logo on or whatever, like water bottles and shit, but there's only so many quantity of each until they're just gone. And I think that's how it would happen. All these young goose coming to say hi. Love to see it. Oh, and Koofant, let's go. Solo, dude. Thank you so much. 4 months at absolute Kingdra level. Thank you so much. Horsey doesn't... Dude, text-to-speech on that doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. Horsey does another shiny race when? Like, the race we did with the Tinkatuff, or is that what you're talking about? I'm also down to try doing slightly maybe reviving those community shiny races. That would be kind of cool. Either whether it be with other creators or just here on the channel. Basically what the Tinkatuff thing was. Yo, what's up, Celine? How's it going? Thank you so much for becoming for 4 months of absolute Kingdra epicness solo. Horsey versus a quartet. I agree with you, Onyx. It's a quartet. Hold on, I wasn't actually reading that when you guys were saying it. Is it Alpha, Onyx, Solo? Oh, dude, who would be the fourth of that quartet? Oh, Greninja? Tinkatuff or Masuda Race. Yeah, Masuda Race could be better. Tinkatuff, like... I mean, I still have to grind some herba, but for people potentially who don't have the chance to grind any herba to get, like, sparkling sandwiches, like, it'd be a bit rough. It's Solo, Onyx, Greninja, and Zippy. Gotcha. Oh, it's the Discord quartet, right? You guys are... It's the 4 of you usually in the Discord. Right, I forgot about that. An honorary member, Dune. Potentially for a quintuplet? Maybe? Quintuplet? And you grind herbs too. Yeah, I've not even touched that shit yet. Oh god, here they all come. My nephew got 2 shinies in Violet. Let's go. That's awesome. Quintet. And like, we don't necessarily even have to make parties of 4, right? Because we would have to do that multiple times. We could just everyone in their own world. Because it might F with outbreaks as well. It would be cool though if we... no, I forget it's keep limited to 4. Because when the outbreaks all change, right? Those are the outbreaks for that world of 4 people, right? And we, like, all 4 people go to the one outbreak, make sure everyone has encounter power sandwiches, sparkling power sandwiches, and just see all the Pokemon up here. And see who can actually find and catch the first shiny of that outbreak. Whatever it do be. Oops. Dude, somebody has to let Dune know about the quintet. Quintessential Quintuplet's Horsey's favorite show? No, actually, it's not. It was actually fine. A bit fillery. Towards like the middle there, but it was fine. I don't know if I rate that higher than the oh god, I forget the name of it. It's a very sus name. Fuck, I'm gonna have to check it. The one that has something to do with like sisters, but they're not, or something. Not that sounded like the quintuplets, but no, it was something else that I'd watched just before the quintuplets, actually. got them without the shiny charm? Yo, let's go. Is he playing through the game and he got them, or is he done the game and just wandering around? You have 129 shinies, Solo? Not to flex, but no, I'm kidding. Oh, it includes Evos? Oh, lame. I don't care. I seriously just don't care. You could be shiny and I would never know. You're not. Can you stop killing Pokemon, please? Shiny next to that. That hit home. The one I care about is shiny Weed Cat. Keep forgetting I have that shiny shiny Tauros. La 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 la. Oh, looking for evolutions when they shine. Gotcha. Onyx, you asked that earlier and I said, yeah. What did you use? Oh yeah, Universal. Yeah, Universal is dope. A lot of crazy ass rides. Like, holy shit. Now, their parks are very compact. Like, there's not a whole lot of like actual walking space. Like, it's big, but not that big. And like the rides, they can't like they like warp around each other because they don't have as much building space as like, let's say, a Wonderland, if you guys know where that is, for any Canadians out there. But yeah, I went on a lot of the big rides. A lot of waiting, like a lot of waiting. But we went to Islands of Adventure, which is their middle park at Universal. Went on the new Hagrid's motorbike ride. That was the first one we did. Waited like 2 hours for that. It was pretty good. Went to Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade's really, really dope. Very, very busy at all times, pretty much. But pretty good. Eventually got a butterbeer by like the end of the night, but yeah, tried a butterbeer. It's honestly pretty good. I think it's better than the stuff that you can get in the bottles, because the stuff they serve you at Universal, they put like a flavored whipped cream on top, and it's better than the stuff in the bottles. Shiny Mareep, let's go. The electric sandwich paying off for Alpha. Gallade, Cyclozar, Oricorio. Which Oricorio? Wait, can you only get the two, the red and the yellow Oricorio? Or are the other two in the other game? Scovillain, Toxicity, and Grimmsnarl. Those are pretty good. Honestly, a lot of Pokemon you wouldn't normally expect. That's all good, Onyx. I probably actually did lag out, you're right. Yeah, it was pretty good. I got on the, was it new this year? I think? The Velocicoaster. Holy shit. That's honestly probably one of the most intense things I've done in a very long time, was that coaster. Hagrid's was pretty crazy, and it probably would have been my craziest if I didn't immediately then do the Velocicoaster there. Holy shit on a stick. That ride is nuts. Oh fuck. Not much else I had to say. Catch fire on that. Oh yeah, I was noticing. I'm pretty sure you can get the nectars for the other ones. Do you just like use it like a normal item and it turns into the other Oricorios? It's kind of weird that they have that. I don't know if I like that much. Speaking of Galaxy, and I know this is very off topic compared to what I was just saying. You guys have noticed I've found this like attraction towards two big streamers known as Valkyrie and Fusely. I think they are very, very attractive. I have found this other streamer who's much, much smaller, and I only know them because of Small Ant, actually. Small Ant does these videos where they do hide and seek, like in a modded version of Odyssey, and this person has been in a bunch of those videos, who either speedrun Odyssey or have played Odyssey, even though this person mainly does 100% speedruns of Galaxy 1, actually, crazily enough. Their name is Platycorn. They're a smaller streamer, mainly on Twitch, and their YouTube's even smaller. I think I actually have more subs on YouTube than she does. But she's very, very attractive. And someone actually recently, when I logged into Twitch one day, it turns out someone gifted subs to her and I got one, even though I don't think I've typed in her chat once. But yeah, now I'm a sub. What generation Pokemon did you start with? 4. I think my first Pokemon game that I actually owned was Pokemon Diamond. The difference though with Fusely and Valkyrie though, they're like 30 years old each, I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they don't look it, but like they're 30. A bit on the older side for me, if I'm looking realistic. I think this Platycorn girl is like 20 or 21. Sorry, I don't know, dude. From Grusha, dude. First of all, difference between real, actual, living people and video game characters. Duh. And third of all, I still hate Game Freak for putting a character like that in the game. I mean, I don't hate, but like, holy fuck, they knew what they were doing when they put someone like Grusha in the game. Like, how do you? I don't know. I still don't get it. I don't want to talk about the Grusha incident of 2022. That's a year behind us. That happened last year, guys. Come on, get on with it. Fucking hell. Problem is with like a small streamer like that, like they almost always see your message, so it's like you can't put anything cringe in the chat. Not like in a like hey, what's up, kind of like anything, like, and they'll read it, so you don't want to be cringe no matter what you say. But second of all, like, they really only have like one platform and nothing else. Like, she has Twitter and stuff, but it's not that active, and I think that's really it. And so something like that, the only way to like get anywhere is like I'm not a big streamer. Like, I mean, appreciate you guys being here, but like 6 viewers, I think. I mean, she has like 100, and I don't know if it's like a difference between YouTube and Twitch thing. But like, I can't believe gotta stream. No, I can't be saying that shit. Some mental exciting news. Not only did I finish my Pokedex, but dude, this sad piano really hits hard. I've been running around with Pokemon in my fucking thing for some time now. Thank God exclamation point eggs isn't a thing anymore. No, I would have if she said she had one, but I nowhere did. Like on her Twitch, right? You scroll down and it's like all the like information and shit, like about me and all that. Nowhere was there an Insta link, so I assume she just doesn't have one. At least for like channel wise. Probably it's a personal one, but I ain't that fucking whack. I'm not that whack. Trust me. I'm just in that mood, and I was saying this actually New Year's Eve or New Year's Day in my friends group. Again, I don't give a shit really about New Year's resolutions, but like, goddamn, I could, and I am in that like, what the fuck? Oh, it's so... Like, I need to find myself a girl. Just saying. Shiny Toxel, damn. Look at this guy go. I finished it all strictly Pokeballs only. That includes Legendaries and the Rune Quartet. Oh, I forgot about those four. I still need to catch them myself. I need to go get all the Swords of Justice. So pretty much any... I don't know. God, never mind. I don't want to say that. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. That could be taken oddly. No, like... I mean, that comes with it, Alpha, but like, honestly, I don't... That's not even like the first thing... If I like, I'm strolling... like walking or I'm on Instagram, I'm like, okay, yeah, she's attractive. I don't immediately think, damn, what would it be like if... I don't know, I think I'm just one that I just immediately start thinking of like... It's gonna get deep a little bit, but I'm like, I see someone either in real life or like, yeah, on Instagram or something, and I'm just like, yeah, she's pretty attractive. What would my future look like if me and them were in a long-term relationship or something like that? Shiny Charm last night as well, nice. Looking for shiny Great Tusk. I want to get a Paradox shiny. I would love to hunt them if any of these starters would like to hunt us shine, dude. Because knowing how I am with people and specifically women, like, I don't know if I'll have many chances, I'll be honest. And knowing just how fucking bumfuck ugly I am, it might not really be many at all. What the fuck is this? Super Mario Kart is some bullshit. Why is the game so fucking quiet? Oh no, it's not anymore. So it's like, I look at someone and I'm like, okay, yeah, physically they're attractive. And honestly, it's in the last, I'd say, year or two for me, I find the most attraction if they have a very nice like face. Honestly, if they have like, you know, a nice body outside of that, like whatever, I guess that's a bonus. But honestly, a nice, attractive face really does it for me. And then I look at like things in common. Now, I know people sometimes will go out of the way to like, they try to find someone who's completely opposite of them to like get them out of their comfort zone. And there's people who want to find people in common, like people like you with things in common, if that makes sense. I honestly could go either way. It's hard to think about it. I think mainly I've been thinking about like things in common. So that's why people, if I come across like an attractive, like, so weird, an attractive streamer like that one girl around my age, I'm just like, that's obviously one thing right away that's in common, is the streaming thing. But even outside of that, like, there's like, would this person like, I don't know, video games, or I don't know, specifically Pokemon, like fucking Bakery Girl, for example? Probably not, I'll be honest. If I were to take a guesstimate, I would probably say that we would honestly have not much in common, if I'm being dead ass with you. I don't see her being a big video game junkie, anime junkie, something like that. She was just really fucking attractive. La 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 la. Nope. How is this the first time we're getting fly? Also, I didn't know that was in this game. My attractiveness is air, file not found. No, dude, no. See, I don't wanna shame anyone. I've never fully ever really understood the feet thing. I understand it's a big thing. I feel like it's become a big like thing for people now. Like, it was always a thing, but now it's like it's more of a thing with more people. But I don't know. I personally never understand it. This music's nice. I don't know what it's from. Mona, the one certain aspect of Mona, yes, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway. How do I transition out of this? I think some of the other resolutions I said to my friends was like, that is like probably #1 priority. #2 was like either like potentially move out, either on my own or with some other people. And then also somewhere on there was probably, you know, finally get my license, because that needs to happen. I don't like the Monobod Alpha. Again, if they happen to have a Monobod and they have like a very nice, like attractive face, that's just a +1 in the old bonus bank, you know what I'm saying? Dude, what is this song? What is this from? I kind of really like this. Oh, it might be from ARMS. That makes sense. "100% honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 5. I think my scale, depending on like, and I think this is actually for pretty much everybody who's ever existed, your attractiveness scale and what you feel like you are changes depending on like, I don't know, how long your hair is. Because like, honestly, I think on a good day, if I'm like, if it's maybe been a week after a haircut or something, and like I've got some nice clothes on, I think I'm honestly like maybe a 7.5. But as my hair gets longer, I think it slowly goes down. Like right now, I think I'm at like a 5 because my hair is getting kind of not only gross, because I'll be honest, I did not shower when I was away. I should have. I'm going to be showering tonight, my own shower. But also, I need to cut my hair again, even though it's not even that long. But I need to. And then like the beard thing as well, right? I can never tell if it's a plus or a minus. At this point, if I get rid of it, it would just be a complete and utter downfall. I think it needs to stay for most of my life. But then, I don't know, there's people who like super long beards, like fucking lumberjack beards, and then there are people who just like be like, oh, just stay clean shaven. Which I'd say right now, for me, it's like, it's borderline clean shaven. I made sure to shave before leaving, so that was about a week ago. About a week ago. Yes, actually, that's one thing. Being tall, I know it's like always a plus. People are saying, I've been like, being tall is not everything. So I don't know. I think the whole being tall thing is slowly diminishing, but you know, it's never a bad thing. That me being 6'3". I've never understood why, you know, certain women enjoy taller people. I've never fully understood that, but you know what? I will take it. Oh. Appreciate it for the 14 likes, guys. Stop having more self-confidence than everyone else here. I don't know what it is. Some nights I feel like... You ever like with your friends, right? And you feel either like dumber or smarter with them in like a group, or like more or less attractive? I don't know what it is with my friends. I feel like probably less, because like you have people like Liam, who's like, you know, the guy trying to be that guy, the hipster kind of guy. And then you have people like Gareth and Garrett, who honestly, like, they just go with what they've got, and it apparently works, because you know, they go to like the nightclubs, or at least used to, earlier this year, earlier in 2022. And they've obviously had the most girlfriends and stuff. Kyle I feel fine about. No offense, Kyle, but like, if I'm around Kyle, I feel more attracted. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm more on the line with Liam, like that, like, kind of hipster, nerdy, but like still like, you know, not like the super nerdy, but like, you know, the, I don't know, the nerd who's like still like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, the more attractive version of like your typical nerd. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But Liam tries to go full hipster, like fully hipster, like to the point where it's almost try hard. But Liam caught a huge W earlier this morning, I guess it is, so I can't bash him that hard. But yeah, it also depends, because I definitely, and I will confidently say this with chest, I am probably, when we're in a group, the most mature out of the 5 of us, because they somehow go on some, like, they just act like fucking 12-year-olds. So I try to be the adult of the 5 of them, and it, I don't know if that makes me look worse or not, but like, I don't know. The tallest I'll be is like 5'8". I mean, 5'8" is fine. I don't want to say that's average, just in case it's not average and it's below average. I don't want to fill you with false hope. But it's in that average range. Oh good, Tauros are going to attack me now. Good. Nice self-esteem. Let's go. You would think Alpha looking like Jacksepticeye. Dude, it's crazy. On certain days, him and his dad look... Liam's dad looks like Jacksepticeye. Oh yeah, I guess it's average in Canada. Average... Whoops. Male height... Canada... It's 5'10.1. Sorry, Alpha. It's at least 6'5". What are you saying? 6'5". If the average height is 6'5", NBA players would have to be 9 feet tall. 6'5". If I would like to know what the highest average height is in any country in the world. I think the highest would probably be like maybe 6 foot, 6'1". I know it's like one of the Scandinavian countries. They have typically really tall people. I think it's like Sweden. I think their average height's like 6'1". And that's actually good for me because I know a lot of guys like it always just it works chemistry wise with guys and girls. Like guys like shorter girls, not like short, but like shorter than them, and girls for the most part from what I hear like taller guys. So it just works out perfectly. And I'm the same way because me being 6'3", if there's a woman out there who's like, and there are obviously, but like if they're taller than me, then that honestly is like A, slightly scary, and B, like I would just lose all masculinity any little masculinity I had in the first place walking beside her. I don't know about like some of my friends who are all about average height. Like Kyle's 6 foot. Garrett is like 6 foot or 5'11". I think the shortest. Gareth and Liam are the shortest. I forget how tall they are though. But they're like I think Liam might be around your height, like around the 5'8" marker, maybe even 5'7". So yeah. Actually, I don't know if they prefer taller women or not. At that point, it's like you're being a bit pushy. If you're a guy, you're 5'6". First of all, that's kind of short for a guy. Second of all, if you like can only date women who are shorter than you, then it's like yikes. With Shiny Toxel? I have seen that. Shiny Toxel in this game looks way better than it did in Sword and Shield for some reason. Yeah, you're 5'6" now, Alpha. I'm saying like Liam right now is a 23-year-old is like I think 5'7" or 8. And I think Gareth is about the same. La 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 la. You must have some tall ass people. I think my brother's about 6 foot, maybe 6'1". Dude, so many Quaxleys and none of them are shiny. What the fuck? Do they perchance play basketball at your school? Because I'm 6'3", and when I was in school, and even like just after I was done high school, people are saying like, "Oh, do you play basketball? Do you play like I'm 6'3", and people are asking me like, "Oh, you should be playing basketball. Why don't you play basketball?" I'm like, whatever. I never really played it that much. And he's like, oh, but what about volleyball? Like, which I didn't really key in as like a tall person sport, but I guess it is. So basically me at 6'3" were being, I don't know if about stereotyped, I don't know if that's really what you want to call it, but like people are basically saying I had to play basketball or volleyball because I was 6'3", which is kind of whack because usually people are way taller than that. I don't know him personally. Oh, this is a guess. Gotcha gaming. We might do these last 6 eggs. I know I said it'd go longer. We'll see. I do have to work in the morning. That's gonna be a weird change of pace, working. Football now. Yeah, basically. Especially the gym teachers in high school who are more than not the football coaches as well. They're like, oh, you should try for the team, you know? Like, shut up. How about you just sit there and shut up and I leave? I don't know what Shiny Kamala looks like at all, by the way. I had one friend in grade 4 who was around 5'4". They were 9 years old. 5'7" at 9? Holy shite. You have known some tall people in your life. Do a sandwich for the boys back home? No, I'm good. The ski team? That's a thing? Oh, hello. To be fair, our high school for like 1 or 2 years attempted to make a golf team, and I don't think that worked out well. They had like the virtual golf. They had set up like a big like projector screen on the one side of the gym wall, and I guess so that's how they would practice. And to be fair, we have a bunch of like golf. We have like one golf course, a couple driving ranges like around the high school. But I don't know how. Like, would you compete against other schools? Like, what the fuck is a golf team? The only sports I've ever done in any schooling ever was outside of gym classes, obviously, but like in grade 4 I did track and field, where basically you didn't really do much training of track and field outside of like, yeah, I don't remember what I had to do, but all I remember is the main like thing you did was you and like whoever else qualified for this at your school, like represented your school at this big ass like it was like a 3-4 kilometer race, something like that, around a big conservation park. There was like 300 people there. Like, it was like one of those like big like cut the ribbon and all these fucking people left. It was like a marathon, but like not really. And I got 74th out of 300, because as you were like cross the finish line, people are handing you like the tickets. They're like, oh, 73, 74, 75. And then actually, funnily enough, I remember this as I said this, I did try out when I was in middle school. This was grade 6 or 7. I think I've said this story. I tried out for the basketball team, but it was technically their second tryout. Like, so they did the first tryout and then they said nah. They said no to a few people and stuff like that. So this was the second tryout. But for some reason I couldn't make it. I don't remember why, but I didn't make it or couldn't make it to the first tryout. So I just went in on the second tryout and people are like, oh, you made it? You made it through? You tried out? I'm like, actually, no. This is my first tryout, technically. didn't do very well. I didn't really want it, but like I just did it for the sake of doing it. So I tried out for the middle school basketball team. I think that's it. Those are the only 2 things I ever did. This should be at 7, I think. Basically, they just like let me in because I'm like, yeah, we couldn't make it to the first tryout, and I'm like, yeah, go for it. See, like, I think I was doing okay during it, but then I'm like comparing myself to some of the people doing the drills around me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm nowhere near these people. The final egg, the protocol egg. Thank you so much for 15 likes on the stream back, guys. I should be live every night this week, unless something comes up with my friends or something. That we plan on hanging or something, I don't know. But yeah, I should be live every night this week. Saturday, I do work this weekend, but Saturday, once again, we'll be in, since we missed last week, we'll be doing a watch-along. Hopefully getting through Assassination Classroom. People, I think was it Velaz in the chat, said that he wanted to watch another, which I have heard of. I think it's a pretty dark, / I think, a little scary one, but I'm down. You guys are down. But we still have a lot of Assassination Classroom to go through. Rather forget. I mean, they're like slightly core memories, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will, for the most part, always remember that. Also because I had so little, like sporting stuff in all throughout school, like, it's easy to remember the 2 things I've done. Because, like, high school sports teams, there's A, a lot of them, and B, like, you have to be pretty fucking good. And I'm just like, I can't be bothered. Like, I don't like basketball, even though I know I'm tall. I don't like basketball that much. Football I'm okay at, but then again, I would probably just get obliterated and hospitalized very quickly. Like, I'm confident, but, like, I'm confident that I would get obliterated. You know what I'm saying? Watch Made in Abyss. Yeah, I have heard of that one. That one does seem pretty interesting as well. Horsea Gamer for real? Dude, some high schools, I don't know if necessarily in Canada, I don't think. But there's a few in the States actually that do esports teams, like in high school. Like, you compete against other high school esports teams. If there is one at my high school, it's probably like a student-made club and not like a school, like, not funded, but like, I don't know what the word is. Supported, that's the word. Thing. Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna end it there. Found my first Eevee, nice, dude. I will watch that trailer, Alpha. I will. They should do that for my school. I'll be pissed if they do it at my high school now. I would love to have done that. Oh yeah, Onyx has it. Yeah, Smash Team. Apex Team, yeah, that'd be interesting. Alright. So I don't think I'm like... I don't know, I think if I'm ever... I think I said this before. If someone ever asked if I was gifted in anything or have any talents, I would say I'm probably... the one thing I'd say, it's pretty cringe, is that I would say I'm just naturally good at, like, most video games. I don't know, like, esports level, because that's people spend, like, an ungodly number of hours in that one game specifically. Whereas I feel like I'm, like, okay at a multitude of games. But it wouldn't be interesting to go to like an esports school thing, or I know like I think a couple like colleges and universities around me are starting, or like the idea of like esports class or whatever, or you become like an esports manager or some shit like that. It'd be interesting. I don't know. I don't want to like up myself too much. But yeah. Alright. We're gonna go raid the Adorkable one. I think they raided us not too long ago. I remember that. I don't know what they're hunting. Oh, they're hunting. They're doing the pseudo method for the shiny weed cat with charm. They're at 445. Go raid them. Go say hello. They're also at 15 likes, so maybe with our love and support and all that lovely shit. Oh, they're getting a raid right now by someone, Supreme Latios. But yes, let's go push them past 20 likes. Get part of this, maybe a double raid. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to see you guys in their chat. Please don't leave yet. Finding cursed shit. But yes, please go say hello. Exclamation point raid, hashtag Horsey raid, all that lovely shit. Go say hello to the Adorkable one. And yeah, here's their link. Get them past 20 likes potentially. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be doing more of this, I think. Might as well. Good to be back. Thank you so much for 15 likes. The remember from you, Solo. Thank you so much. Any new subs as well. The Christian raid, of course. Thank you, thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Peace out. Go say hello to the Adorkable one. Bye bye. Love you all.